Hi guys, welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 25th of February 2021. Welcome back to another episode. I'm going to go over a quick trade that I did on the EURUSD early hours of the morning. You can see the account has increased to 270.54. I'll show you the execution blotter. It was this trade here. I did a limit order 108.14. I'm generally up around about sort of 4:30 most mornings, so I was watching price at 5:27. I exited the trade. To be fair, I knew Euro was going to keep going. We've been talking about this for a while. It's pretty obvious, but for me, I'm happy. I'm more than happy with the. I'm a scalper. This is what I do. 20-30 pips, I'm done. I'm out, finished. I don't need any more than that. I'm happy with that. I don't need to try and be a hero. Some people they're quite happy to sit through all of this. This is happening now, obviously. So at the time, go back an hour, this wasn't here, so it looked quite healthy, quite bullish. For me, I can't sit through all of this stuff. Yeah. When I trade my swing trading system, which has taken me a very long time to get used to, that's something that's still in its infancy. Because I've been a scalper for 25 years. I'm so used to just in, out, done, see you later. Yeah. So that's my profile, that's my makeup, that's how I am as a person. So for me, these types of trades, this is my bread and butter. I love stuff like this. So it's very natural. In, out, done. So it's a pretty simple trade, and if you've been watching all the episodes up to this point, you'll know why I took this trade. It's if it doesn't give me what I want, I will wait for something else. Yeah. And we've had this, perfect example of this idea on EURUSD. It was here. We watched this. We sat through this. It bounced. It came. We had this upper target up here, the purple box. Then I refined the target on a lower time frame. But generally, this was the area up here. I was saying 122 for quite a while. And then I was looking for confirmation, which is all recorded. You can watch that, excuse me, in previous episodes. And then we had the line in the sand, and I wanted to see price get back above this, which it did. Nice price response, and then it came down. This was the dead giveaway here, and I was trying to get into this. And as price came down, if you remember, obviously I spoke about this day, which was yesterday, and then today, for me, on full negation, which is basically what I wanted to see. Which is this, when you see this drop here, which I was discussing yesterday, and you see this nice move up, which is a complete negation. I'm not saying any pullback's buyable, but the higher time frames in control. So when you see stuff like this, and I was talking about this on the EURUSD yesterday as well, when you see stuff like this, when you see these drops, and they don't scare us because we're not interested in what the hourly is saying. We're just looking at the hourly as confirmation of what we're looking for, to confirm our higher time frame idea, yeah, which is the 122. We know price is going there. We're confident price is going there. So we're just looking for a spot to jump in, grab our pips and move on. Yeah. So that was the trade. Simple. Going forward from now, it's done. EURUSD is done for me personally. I have to let it settle now. We're going to be cycling through the pairs now. We're going to continue cycling through the pairs until we find an opportunity on something else, or until Euro sets up again, whichever comes first. And this is how we do. Pound USD, obviously we had that beautiful price response up there. This is the weekly chart, so I'm going to need to drop down just to kind of refine this a little bit. So if I drop down to the daily, just to get a feel, and there's your fade. I mean, again, I did discuss this, the reason why it went up there, and then what I was expecting and how I was expecting it to go and what I wanted to see, and so on and so on and so on. But if we just go down to the hourly, I mean, personally, like I said, this has only happened in the last sort of 4 hours, okay? So it's not the type of thing that I would personally be looking to do, yeah? This push into and trying to catch a tipping point here when capitulations happened, that's more my cup of tea, because it's quick, it's fast paced. I'm watching how price is moving. I'm seeing the liquidity drying up. I know price is trying to find liquidity somewhere else, then it's going to get a snap back, the reverse, and so on. You know, this is more my cup of tea. This is something completely different, right? So this is not something that I would personally be in, yeah, or be looking to get into something like this. But the analysis leading up to all of this, okay, is what's important. That's what we need to focus on. So going forward on the, and we're going to have to jump back up to the weekly on this now and stay here for a while, but going forward on the pound USD, we've had a lot of strength in the pound recently, so it's probably going to settle for a little while now, at least the next couple of weeks. So we kind of want to stay here now, yeah, somewhere around this area if we're expecting these highs to be taken, which is the ultimate target where I believe price is going to end up going anyway. But we're going to have to let price tell us that that's where it wants to go. So we're going to just chill, let it do its thing, and again we'll keep cycling through the pairs on a daily basis until we see what we want to see. Again, same with the pound Japanese yen. Yeah, obviously I wanted to see specifically that last final push on the weekly, a little bit more extended. Again, the last sort of 3 hours this has happened, so we're not really interested in this. When you look at it on the daily, it looks great. You're thinking, yep, fantastic, it went up there, it did exactly what we expected. But when you look at it on the hourly, it's like, okay, that happened in the last 3 hours, so would we really be in this? No, we wouldn't. So, you know, we have to be realistic about our analysis as well. So again, not really much else, guys, to make a note of in terms of going forward, other than we have to be patient now and let these pound currencies kind of settle until we find an opportunity to do something else with these. Pound USD, pound Aussie dollar. Again, you can see it did try to just run a little bit, you know, but because of the strength in both currencies at the time, you know, it's not really done much. You know, pretty muted week really. So we're just going to, again, just take a step back from this one, as we have been doing so far, and just let it do its thing. And when we see something that is interesting, you know, we'll jump on board. The USD Japanese yen, again, I mean, there's nothing there really. USDCAD, really nice response off that level there. Look at the state of that. That is absolutely beautiful, man. That is stunning. I absolutely love stuff like this. Oh man, that is awesome price delivery. You can't write this stuff. That is amazing, absolutely amazing. Now obviously we weren't involved in this, but the analysis leading up to this, and I know there's a lot of you that have watched a lot of the stuff that I put on Patreon when I had the Patreon service going for a while, and some of the previous videos. And I know some of you have been around for a while, you know, and worked with me personally. You'll remember quite a few studies that we did on the USDCAD, and we've done this so many times on USDCAD. You know, it is tricky to get into, but the responses that you get when your analysis, you know, when you get to the point where your analysis is on point and you're patient and you really know how to read price, the nuances, you know, and the tails, where the absorption of liquidity is, the objective fulfillment, you know, and the way that price is picking up and dealing off that liquidity. This is something that just becomes not second nature. It becomes commonplace, stuff like this. But again, we discussed this. I mean, I say we, but I discussed this over and over and over again. And what I'm really passionate about is the lead up to it, and this is what I really want people to understand. It's the lead up to this. As I'm going through this, I'm leading up to it. So we're talking through the analysis over and over on a daily basis as we're expecting these levels to be hit, and you know, we're watching the nuances, we're watching price, the ebb and flow, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you know. And we've done it on the euro, the pound USD, the pound Japanese yen, and the USD CAD. Yeah, and even on USD CAD, we were waiting. It wasn't really interesting. We moved on, and then when it caught our attention, we started to pay attention. You know, and you know, it's unfolded perfectly and beautifully to the point where the only real question is this something that is consistent? Can we do this consistently as traders over longer periods of time? Now, obviously, as a trader of 25 years and having traded for a living, in the past, and and having trade, I'll say having, that's past tense, but trading now part-time to supplement my income for so many years, I can tell you that of course it is. I already know that this is, but some people who are new to trading, they don't believe it's possible. They think, this is just it's a pipe dream. It's not, but it really isn't. If you put the time and effort into learning these skills, which again, and I'll really emphasize this information is readily available online everywhere. Don't worry too much about where you're getting your information from. You the trader, you're what really matters. Yeah, you can make any system or methodology work as long as you, the trader, are patient, persistent, you're disciplined, and you are prepared to sit and spend time in front of the chart, because that's really what this is all about. Yeah. So I know I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent. I do apologize, but it's important. It's important. So again, USDCAD. We've had that first initial price response down here. We're just going to let it do its thing. All right. I'm going to let this week finish, and I'm going to see what happens going into the remainder of this week. We've only got one more day left now, so let Friday finish. We'll have a look at everything over the weekend. Now, because everything's kind of objective fulfillment on everything, so prices, unfolded over weeks. We've hit these big targets, we've hit these big levels where prices absorbed a lot of liquidity, offloaded, and so on. Now we're going to have to drop down to lower time frames and get a feel for how it did all of this. Yeah, to see where the holding liquidity is. Is it still buy or is it still sell? And we'll do this for all the pairs over the weekend, and we'll see where we're at, and then we'll take it from there. All right, and it's going to be a very interesting video, so I do suggest that you look out for that one, which will be over the weekend. Okay, be labeled the look ahead for this weekend. The gold, nice drop on gold today, about 1.5% down. I was discussing gold with a friend today, and I do think we're going to get a little bit more downside on gold. And I'm going to add something additionally now to gold. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to take this off because this was just for my own personal reference. But this is where I want to see gold now. Down here, at least 117.25. And actually, I'd even go as far as to say the midpoint. So I'd say 117. Yeah, I reckon we might even see 1700 on gold in the coming week. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on this. Silver, yeah, not much to report on silver. And then obviously the EURUSD, finally hit the target as we expected, and as we were discussing. Might need to go to the weekly for this. Yeah, and there you go. Not random, guys, not random. And I know I keep saying it, and I do apologize for sounding arrogant. That's really not my intention. I don't want it to come across like that at all. But I'm going to pose a question to you guys, and then I'm going to leave the video at that. Why did I pick this area here? Yeah, why not here? Why not here? Why not this candle? Why not above these highs here, or why not just here or here? Or why specifically here? Yeah, while price was in the consolidation, price hadn't even done this yet. Yeah, 2 weeks ago price was in this, and I was discussing EURUSD while it was in here, and I picked this area here. And I was saying this was the target, this is where price is probably going to end up going, so on and so on and so on. And look at, and I'm going to bring it out to there. Look at the price response. It's gone all the way up there, and it's responded absolutely perfectly within this area, okay, and dropped nicely, yeah. So the reason I'm posing that question is not because I'm trying to be a smart ass and I'm saying, look at me. It's not about that. I'm saying if somebody's able to sit down and pinpoint these areas, okay, it means there's a reason for that. And if there's a reason for it, it means it's teachable. And if it's teachable, it means all you have to do is pay attention. I will do the work. I will put the time in. I will do the videos. All you guys have to do is pay attention. Yeah, and if you pay attention, you'll pick up what it is that I'm talking about, and your trading will improve. It really is as simple as that. Yeah, so I hope you guys, as always, are finding value in these videos. I know, a lot of you are. I do get some negative feedback, guys. Some people send me emails with all sorts of crazy stuff in them, but the majority of you do, find value in the videos, and I really, really appreciate the feedback that you guys do give me. So, thank you very much for that. And obviously, as always, if you find value, please, give the videos a thumbs up. And I will catch up with you guys in the look ahead. I'll do obviously an update tomorrow as well, but the look ahead video that I do on Saturday or Sunday, that's the one that you want to be making sure that you watch, because I'm going to do a slightly different breakdown in that video of the pairs. I'm going to be dropping down to the 4 hour. I'm going to be showing you some things I don't normally go through publicly. Not that it's special, but it's just slightly longer than normal. But it's going to be an interesting video, and I'll show you guys a few nuggets that I normally do, which should be interesting. And again, it's going to help, with your own personal trading. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I hope everybody's well, and I will catch up with you in tomorrow's update, and I look forward to speaking to you then. Take care.